AHMA is drawing intense attention after erupting in price and volume, with trading activity far outpacing its historical norms and catching many market participants off guard. Notably, the surge does not appear to be tied to any new press release, contract win, or regulatory update, leading much of the community to frame the move as technically and sentiment driven rather than fundamentally catalyzed. Market chatter points to AHMA's profile as a thinly traded recent Nasdaq IPO, having gone public in October 2025 at $4 per share, as a key factor behind the volatility. With a very small public float, the stock is especially sensitive to incremental buying pressure, allowing relatively modest capital inflows to drive outsized price swings. This dynamic was amplified by unusually high pre market volume, which drew in momentum traders and day traders scanning for low float runners with explosive upside potential. On social media and trading forums, AHMA quickly became a focal point as traders highlighted its low liquidity, tight supply of shares, and recent IPO status, all classic ingredients for rapid momentum driven moves. The company's identity as a UAE based MICE, meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions, and tourism services provider, added to the narrative, with some traders speculating that international exposure and post IPO obscurity made it easier for the stock to be rediscovered during periods of heightened small cap risk appetite. While no fresh news sparked the rally, the move builds on improving fundamentals disclosed in December 2025, when AHMA reported 14% revenue growth to $9.7 million dollars and a 191% increase in net income for H1 2025. Those results had already put the name on some traders' watch lists, and the current surge appears to be reviving that interest amid a broader environment of elevated volatility in micro and small cap stocks. Discussion among traders is now centered on the stock's extremely low float and post IPO structure, with speculation mounting around the possibility of a short squeeze style move, similar to other low float names that have seen parabolic runs despite limited news flow. At the same time, there is a clear split in sentiment. Some participants are focused on short term scalping and momentum trades, while others are considering holding for potentially larger gains if volume and attention persist. Counterbalancing the bullish enthusiasm are repeated warnings about sharp reversals, illiquidity risk, and potential price manipulation, underscoring that AHMA's action is being viewed as a high risk, high volatility trade rather than a fundamentally re rated investment, at least for now.
Yes, the stock is up 63%. This is Tuesday, the 13th of January 2026. Intraday high 10.74. Huge gain. Okay, so yesterday the 12th gained at 2.92%, given that it has just been public for roughly 4 months or thereabout. There are no extrapolations. There isn't enough data for extrapolations on the stock, but there are some projections. We have some negative projections. Can see negative 9.99, negative 7.08, negative 2.36. Stocks don't trade in negatives. In other words, they are referring to some really, really fractional prices. So we have, but upper projections, real projections, real projections. We have 8.88, 10.4, 10.46, 11.44. It had a pivotal projection that has been negated, but still very much relevant. We have 12.86. Do we still have it here? Yeah, 12.86. Okay, so as things stand right now, let's have a look at the 4-hour chart, which also doesn't have any extrapolations, but it is active at the moment. Here we don't have anything to the upside. The algos are still reiterating 8.21 as a downward projection. It was an upper projection yesterday, and it has just since surpassed it with what's going on today. Outside that, previous projections are pointing to 11.8, 11.9. We've seen such a projection. 12 point. Okay, no, this is 14.32. and 20.02, 25.3, 25.38, 28.68. What are the odds of it retesting 10.74 we printed today? Okay, let's just take this 10.12, 10.12. The odds of retesting that is less than 50%, very tiny, but it has already done it. There's a chance it may still redo it as well. On its 1 hour chart, we fortunately have extrapolations here. It's saying that yeah, okay, it might at some point it might bounce again, but ultimately it's just saying that by tomorrow, the 14th, it may have weakened, but if anything, there's a chance that by the close of today's trading session, it may attempt to retest 10.74. It might attempt to do so based on these extrapolations we have on based on the extrapolations we have on this 1 hour chart. On the 1 minute chart, we could try and see. We've seen the projections already. We have 10 up to $20 or thereabout. Here we have 10.57. Okay, yeah, it's just more of a retest of that will be a retest if it prints that. That will be a retest of the intraday high as printed today. On the 2 hour chart, we have the same 10.57 as well. So 2 minute chart rather. On the 3 minute chart, what do we have? Same 10.57. It seems to be a recurring price. Yeah, so the stock is currently trending right now. Yeah, just see what you make of the stock, and I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.